So today I'm going to be talking about cultivation theory. And I really like this theory because it's all about our perceptions from reality TV and how reality TV kind of shapes our way of thinking. And I also really like this theory because I can think of a lot of reality TV that gives really good examples of how it shapes people's thinking and their perceptions from that show. And one of the shows that really stands out to me is Jersey Shore. And if you don't know what the Jersey Shore is, it is a show about 8 people who live at a place called the Jersey Shore. And because they get to live there for the summer, they have to work at a t shirt shack called the Shore Store. And at night, they go out and they party and they drink, and there's some sexual activity that occurs and things like that. And when it first aired, it instantly became popular, and it was amazing to see how once it aired, people my age and kids younger than me started acting and dressing differently because they saw it as being um, how we should be acting and it's how it's acceptable because it's on TV and kids our age are doing it. So Um, once the show aired, I began to see a lot of kids dressing in shorter shorts, tight tops. A lot of guys work out because it was all about the appearance and things like that. But although there were people that really took to the show, there were still some people around my age, me including, saw it as a really inappropriate show that shouldn't be aired and not a good example of how people should be acting when they're in public because it to me they were acting very ignorant and disrespectful and really inappropriate. And to me, it was like they were representing themselves in a really bad way. But I also realized that they're being paid to act like this, so um, I know they probably act like that because kids our age do act like that and do party like that, but they were being paid to act like that to an excessive point. And I know that the older generation views it as a really inappropriate show because my parents um, really were disgusted with the show. They could not believe people would act like that and couldn't believe people our age would act like that as well. So, even though there was a lot of people who took to the show and viewed it as something that's acceptable, there were still quite a few people that didn't. And my advice for people who watch shows like this is that people really need to realize that they are being paid to act like that, and um, even though they do act inappropriately, money can make people do stuff because they want that money so bad. But even though they're acting to an extreme like that, even like a minor version of that is really inappropriate. And being young adults and being younger, like teenagers and ages like that, we really need to remember that people view us how we act, and we should always be respectful and classy when we're in public, and we shouldn't be ignorant and disrespectful when we're in public and when we're interacting with people. So I think the Jersey Shore is a great example of how people have changed throughout the past like few years of how they dress and how they interact and just how they act in public. So I just find it to be a great example.